welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Niners, coming up next.
Well, this 2024 season has been one to remember. Great games, great players, great finishes. And now, it all comes down to this. One game to decide it all. On this February night at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, this is Super Bowl 59. Tonight, settle in. We've got a good one coming your way. It's the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens. And for the second straight year, the NFC champion San Francisco 49ers. A champion set to be crowned tonight. It's Super Bowl 59. And off we go to a flash of lights here in New Orleans. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
As much as you try to tell yourself, Mike, that this is just another game, the reality is it just isn't. It doesn't matter if it's your first Super Bowl or your 10th. This is the game you've dreamt about playing in from the first time you put on pads all the way back in Pop Warner. You're bound to get emotional in some capacity, but you have to get that out of the way and get ready to do everything in your power to turn those childhood dreams of hosting the Lombardi into a reality. As long as this guy does his part, they're going to have a fighting chance to come out on top.
Second and a yard. They run with the longtime Titan. It's Derrick Henry. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
On play action, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Well, 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
He admitted to us the other day, Mike, that he's started to feel a little anxious as game day approached, and I think that's normal. Winning the NFC, that's one thing. But this is the type of stage that can take your legacy to a whole nother level if you're able to come out on top. But in order to make that happen, he's going to have to put those nerves behind him as soon as possible. The last thing you want to do is put yourself in an early hole because you just couldn't settle down. If he's able to remain calm, play his game, his team's going to have a great chance to end this night as world champs.
Here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. And he'll get it by plenty. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
The connection made to Ayuk. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds on to that ball for 1 count longer. And most likely was going to result in a sack.
And that is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, they snap it to Purdy. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
On the option, they give it to Henry. He'll push forward for about a yard. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. Now a screen set up for Henry. And that screen slowed to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Down the right sideline. And he will get into the end zone. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Ravens are out to a 10-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. Purdy now on 2nd down. Kyle Hamilton, the versatile defender, with the good coverage there. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Has his man, it's Samuel. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to...
The Niners use the first of their timeouts.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Back to the air again is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
George Kittle was the intended target that time. It's 2nd down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Back to the air is Purdy. That one, take it in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
So after one here in Super Bowl 59, it's the... Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. party now with the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll take off again. And now at the end of it, he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, that changed quickly. A terrific scramble, getting downfield, picking up yardage, but then dropping the football. It comes out, and the defense comes up with the recovery.
There's not many quarterbacks in the league, Mike, that can make that play with their legs. It's just such a shame that at the end of that run, he fails to protect the ball. The defense is able to jar it loose and take it away of what otherwise was a pretty fantastic play there by that quarterback.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete. But it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call.
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Purdy works out of the pistol. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go with Purdy. That's taken in. And he's gonna get there. He's got the 1st down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They get 19 on that pass play. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off, hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands, I can do some things.
Throwing again is Purdy. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Michael Pierce there to meet him. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for this. It's Purdy. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. On the handoff, it's Henry. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll go again here with Henry. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Now, Jackson. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they're gonna mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Again, it's McCaffrey. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. So Kittle comes in motion. On third down, here's McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, 49ers.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down.
The ability to read and then react on this run, that was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive linemen have no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, and you take them down for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Off the play fake, Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Two minutes to play in the first half of a three-point game. We're back to New Orleans and Super Bowl 59 after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Here's Purdy. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run here with McCaffrey. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes third down. A run here with McCaffrey. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. A short kick down to the 7. So we have reached halftime of Super Bowl 59 here in New Orleans. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And some nice footwork as he spins forward for a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
3rd down and 9. On play action, here's Purdy. Again, working deep downfield. And he will score! Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Second down, Jackson. That one incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll find Aguilar, complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson up top again. There's a short one caught by Andrews.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Aguilar goes off in motion. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. On the give, here's Henry. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
A first down throw for Jackson. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. One of the tight ends in motion right. Jackson now on 2nd down. That's to the tight end, Kohler. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Jackson now to throw on first down. In trouble, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion comes Andrews. Now it's Jackson. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Third and long for Jackson. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And that is no good. He missed it. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
First and 10. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Second down and 8. Now it's McCaffrey. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
A second down throw here for Purdy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. They'll roll out here with Purdy. He's got his big tight end, George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. In motion comes Andrews. From the gun, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Off the play fake, Jackson. Down the field, he's got Aguilar. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Three tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Henry. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet. But they'll get him down for no gain.
No gain on the way. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here's a 3rd and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score. So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. 49ers offense ready to get back at it. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Running left, it's McCaffrey. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
2nd and 7. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Purdy works out of the pistol. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Not only did they convert on 4th down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25.
I like a little bit of this risk-taking. When you found yourself with the lead in the 4th quarter, conservative wisdom says, just punt it away and let your defense win this game for you. But now after going for it on 4th down and extending the drive, they can continue to work this clock. And even if they do have to give the ball back to their opponent, they're going to get the ball back with a lot less time. So I really like that decision.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. And this one blown up. Good surge. Drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Oh, this is a push. He missed it. No good. And that'll keep the score right where it is. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Ravens offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Play action now. Jackson.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. To the air one more time with Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. It would have stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Here is 2nd and 7. One of the tight ends motions right. They'll drop to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs. Just as importantly, stop the clock. Bateman is the motion man. On play action, here's Jackson.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Again, it's Jackson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. To return is Ricky Pearsall. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. 1st and 10 for Purdy. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Nearly gave the ball back to his offense with a short field to work with. And tell you what, if I'm this defensive coordinator, I'm going to have all my guys on the jugs machine this week after practice, because when the quarterback gives you a gift like that, you've got to come away with that pick.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. 3rd down coming up.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. So Kittle comes in motion. Again in the air for Purdy. He's going to run it. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. So Kittle comes in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up. 3rd and a yard. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. He'll try and get there on the ground. Beautiful catch on the sideline. He's inbounds, but there is a penalty flag down, and that might wipe away the game. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. So Kittle comes in motion. Now Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. They'll look to run with McCaffrey. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Hardy now with